Okay, so again, if you make art for my streams, be sure to upload it while I'm streaming. That's really the best way for me to see it. From Breaktown, that's a pretty cool piece of art. Man, you guys are gonna give me a big ego. Don't do that. That's bad. Okay. You know, you don't want to give streamers a big ego, okay? Because then they start to suck. From Princess of Pepperoni, here's another one of me. That's cool. From Lunar Voodoo, here's a retro BRB. You know, like in the Avengers when the Hulk, Bruce Banner, like he's like, the secret is I'm always angry. My secret is I always suck. From Sabrina's Fandoms. There you go. I love memes and video games. That's Vinny. I can tell by the mouth. That's how you know. From Brendan Scoble. What? What? Al Gear will protect Scooby and the gang from snakes and also Ebola from 2014. I'm the real major patriot, and Goku is saying you can do it. What is this art? I like that the eye patch says eat ass on it. I'm just gonna save this. Because I don't understand it, and I love that I don't understand it. So thank you for that. That's good. From Blarchar, thanks for showing that Yoder clip, Vin. Now I want to see you on Wheel of the Worst. I wonder if I would be able to keep up with those guys. I'm not even 10% as funny as Mike Stoklasa or even Jay. But, you know, if they need me to fill in, say if Rich, I don't know, mysteriously disappears and they need someone to take his place, and I mysteriously just join the group, it won't be related, but you know, if that were to happen, that might be kind of cool, actually. From Apic Patriot, Patrick, sorry, not Patriot, Patrick. It's me as, I guess, JoJo it's tagged as. From Darth, here's Rocket Shroom. And, well, it's, yeah. Oh, God. Oh, God. From Error 404. I mean, this one, it's a different Metal Gear, but perfect execution. From Kanjo Jojo. That's cool. I like the, chromatic aberration. That's almost certainly not what that's called, but just the way you make the art kind of look like a, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I've seen a few people do Booru art that kind of has that quality to it. I think Bird was one of them. Striding Crab may have utilized this technique, but it's nice. Yeah. Let's see. What else is there? This one's from Dix. Definitely not named I Love Dix. That's not his name. His name is just Dix. And it's the Spoopy Bird. I mean Flappy Bird. I'm looking for happy clown art. Maybe we'll find it. From 777 Salem. No mushroom could cure Sponge's depression. Well, that's exceedingly sad. Something tells me happy clown art was MS Paint art that was eventually deleted. It's always possible. From 777 Salem, Robert the Cop, Mystery Spooper, and Glove, made by Scat Porn. If you miss the retro arcade thing I played earlier, you won't get this at all. But from Jomsh, here's some Metal Gear Solid 4 art. There's Snake. From Anshiforan, I think is how you say that. Here's me. Metal Vin Solid. Memes of the Patriots. It's a Photoshop, but I think it's a pretty successful one. So it's pretty cool. Thank you. From Adam Sky. Here's me on paper. From Bait1288. I don't know why I loaded 2 of them, but here, let's load another few. So, putting that 6-axis to use. It's not a gimmick, you know. And here's another one from that person from before. Just a slightly different layout. From Jerg, here's the new retro arcade art. That's cool. Yeah, I liked that game. I actually did. I feel like some of that stream was cursed between, you know, the crashes and stuff. But it, you know, it was cool. It was a nice proof of concept more than anything. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it in its current form unless you're like really into VR and you really want to check out some stuff. I would say wait a little bit for it to get fixed and updated a little bit, and then it might be really worth it because you can make your own arcade cabinets. And again, I would say it's more for the VR enthusiast than someone like myself, because it kind of reminds me of like a tabletop sim, like Jeff said. It kind of has that element of being able to like just fuck around with your friends in a virtual environment. I like the movie theater idea too. If they make that more, I think, user-friendly, like the VHS was getting stuck in the machine, in the tape deck. If they make that a little bit more user-friendly and give you a little bit more freedom with that, then the retro arcade thing could be a really cool VR hangout. And I'm not really on the VR train at the moment, but if I ever do get on board that train, then maybe I'll stream it again in VR. From Redeemer000, a terribly drawn charismatic duck. I think he did a pretty good job with it. And just a few more pieces of art. From Canada Hugs, here's me in the retro outfit that I most certainly would be wearing if I were in the 80s, of course. From Grill House, that's cool. That's really cool. I'll be using that. And from Alpha Satan Omega. It's cute. So cool. Yeah, thank you guys for the art. Thank you guys for the viewing. And I will see you guys soon. More Metal Gear soon. More GTA soon as well. And I'll also... Okay, maybe one of the secret things that I plan on doing soon is that game mode I spoke about that I played on Saturday. It's a good one. So maybe something like that could be happening. I don't know. But that's going to happen. Also, I want to play more We Happy Few and actually fucking try to complete whatever I was doing. So that could happen this week. And I know we're on a cliffhanger with Metal Gear Solid 4, but we'll get there sooner rather than later, everyone. So once again, I will direct you towards the Vinesauce team if you know, if you're watching the stream and you want to check out some of the other streamers. You can just go to vinesauce.com, throw them a follow. At the moment, they're not live, but if you want to...
What's on top of them?
Someone... Hang on a second. Someone got me the clip of Gordon Ramsay in the hotel. All right, here's a disclaimer, everyone. It's weird, but this is... Imagine you're a chef, right? And you spent your life getting Michelin stars, and you become like a reality show star to some extent. And then you go from chef with the best restaurants in the world to semen hunting.
What's on top of them? That is disgusting. I am not putting my head on that pillow. Ah, I just touched that. It's like a mosaic of semen.
But why does he say... Do you hear that? Listen to the way the audio is cut.
Mosaic of semen.
It's like a mosaic of semen. What is that? What is he saying? All right, that's gross, actually. But it to me, it sounds like, because this happens a lot on these fucking these reality shows, specifically the American ones. But anyway, they'll cut like one word to form like a little bit of a narrative that isn't actually there. But in this case, I'm almost positive that the mosaic and semen were taken from different sentences.
I just touched that. It's like a mosaic of semen.
Why is he saying it like that?
Of semen.
Of semen. All right, whatever. I mean, he's rich. He's having a good time. I guess that's all that matters. But I mean, you know, fucking Michelin star winning chef, respected, renowned, and now he's talking about mosaics of semen. All right, well, I guess I know where my career goals lie in the future. Got a lot to look forward to and work up to, hopefully. And I'm gonna go now. So good night and God bless. I'll see you soon.